Good day, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Before we start our lesson for today, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more upcoming videos. It's me again, Teacher Yang. Let's talk about volleyball. Overview is a team sport in which two teams of six players are separated in net. FIVB International Federation of Volleyball, highest governing body of the sport, founded in Paris, France in 1947. Its headquarters are located in Lausanne, Switzerland, and its current president is a Graca. History: William G. Morgan, a physical education director in the YMCA in Holyoke, Massachusetts, USA. Created on the 9th of February, 1895. It was called MINDANAO. The sport was officially included in the program for the 1964 Summer Olympics. Traits of the game, borrowed from tennis and handball. The first rules written down by W. G. Morgan. Net, 6 feet 6 in 1.98 meters high. 2. Court, 25 50 feet 7.6 15.2 meters. Players, any number of players. Match, composed of 9 innings with 3 serves for each team. In each inning, ball contacts, no limit. Serving error, a second try was allowed. Foul, hitting the ball into the net with loss of the point or a side out except in the case of the first try serve. Volleyball court, the first equipment required to play volleyball. 60 x 30 feet or 18 m x 9 m, length of the entire in-play area of the court. Each side of the court is therefore 30 feet by 30 feet in size. Lines, painted in all white. Lines on the court. All lines are 5 centimeters wide. Must be of light color, which is different from the color of the floor and from any other lines. 1 service line, 2 center line, 3 attack line. 4 boundary lines. Service line. All lines are 5 centimeters wide. Must be of light color, which is different from the color of the floor and from any other lines. Service line, the area from which the server may serve the volleyball, is marked 10 feet inside the right sideline on each back line. Center line. All lines are 5 centimeters wide. Must be of light color, which is different from the color of the floor and from any other lines. Center line is marked at the center of the court, dividing it equally into 30 feet squares, 9 m, above which the net is placed. Attack line. All lines are 5 centimeters wide. Must be of light color, which is different from the color of the floor and from any other lines. Attack line, whose rear edge is drawn 3 ms back from the axis of the center line, marks the front zone. Boundary lines or end line. All lines are 5 centimeters wide. Must be of light color, which is different from the color of the floor and from any other lines. Boundary lines, 2 sidelines and 2 end lines mark the playing court. Sideline, free zone, attack line, center line, end line, attack line. Ball standards shall be spherical, made out of flexible leather or synthetic leather case with a bladder inside, made of rubber or similar material. Colors, uniform light color or a combination of colors. Ball, standard regulation ACCDG. To FIVB, the ball must circumference, between 20 to 27 inches 65 to 67 centimeters. Weight, between 9 to 10 Hz, 260 to 280 G. Inside pressure of 4.264.61 psi or between 0.30 to 0.325 kilograms per centimeter square. Net and posts are positioned 36 feet apart and 3 feet further out from the sidelines. Facilities and equipment. 1. Height of the net, placed vertically over the center line. Top is set at the height of 2.43 m for men and 2.24 for women. 2. Structure of the net 9.5, 10 meters long, 10 centimeters. Net is 1 m wide and 9.510 m long with 25-50 cm on each side of the side bands made of 10 cm squared black mesh. Three side bands negative to white bands, 5 cm wide, same width as the court lines, and 1 m long, fastened vertically to the net and placed above each side line. 4 antenna, a flexible rod, 1.8 m long and 10 mm in diameter, made of fiberglass or similar material. 5 posts PLACED at a distance of 0.50 to 1.00 m outside the sidelines. They are 2.55 meters high and preferably adjustable. One playing area includes the playing court and the free zone, which is a minimum of 3 m wide on all sides. It shall be rectangular and symmetrical. 2 dimensions. The playing court is rectangle measuring 18 x 9 meters, surrounded by a free zone, which is a minimum of 3 m wide on all sides. 3 playing surface must be flat, horizontal and uniform. It must not present any danger of injury to the players. 5. Only wooden and synthetic surface is allowed. Front zone, limited by the axis of the center line and the rear edge of the attack line. Considered to extend beyond the sidelines to the end of the free zone. Service zone, 9 m wide area behind each end line. Laterally limited by 2 short lines. Extends to the end of the free zone. Substitution zone, limited by the extension of both attached lines up to the scorer's table. Libero replacement zone, part of the free zone on the side of the team benches. Limited by the extension of the attack line up to the end line. Warm-up area, for FIVB, World and official competitions, sized approximate 3x3 m, located in both of the bench side corners, outside the free zone. Penalty area, sized approximate 1x1 m, equipped with 2 chairs, located in the control area. Limited by a 5 cm wide red line. Basic principles/rules of the game. Knowing and understanding the basic tenets of volleyball can be helpful for volleyball newbies and veterans alike. 1. Don't let the ball hit the floor on your side of the net. The primary objective in volleyball is make the ball hit the floor on the opponent's side of the court, while simultaneously preventing it from dropping on your side. 2. 3 contacts/hits per side. Each team is allowed a maximum of 3 contacts before it must send the ball back over the net. 3 players must rotate clockwise in volleyball. 6 players rotate clockwise through 6 different positions on their side of the net. There are 3 front row positions: left front, middle front, and right front, and 3 back row positions: left back, middle back, and right back. Teams rotate with each new server. For no player can hit the ball twice in succession. 5. The player may not cause the ball to come to a rest during contact. 6. The net is off limits during the play. Maximum of 3 hits per side. Player may not hit the ball twice in succession. The block is not considered a hit. Ball may be played off the net during a volley and on serve. The ball touching the boundary line is good. The legal hit is contact with the ball by a player body above and including the waist, which does not allow the ball to visibly come to a rest. If 2 or more players contact the ball simultaneously, it is considered one play and the players involved may not participate in the next play. The player must not block or attack a serve. Switching positions will be allowed only between front-line players. After the serve only. The server must serve from behind the end line until after contact. Ball may be served underhand or overhand. Ball must be clearly visible to opponents before serve. Served ball may graze the net and drop to the other side. 4. First game serve is determined by a volley. Each subsequent game shall be served by the previous game loser. Serve must be returned by a bump only. No setting or attacking a serve. Substitution. There are a set number of substitutions allotted per game. The specific amount differs according to league and/or level of play. The player may substitute into the game only during dead ball situations. To enter the game, the coach or player must request a substitution from the official, after which the substitute must enter the substitution zone and wait for the referee's approval. Scoring. Rally scoring will be used. There will be a point scored on every score of the ball. Offense will score on a defense miss or out of bounds hit. Defense will score on an offensive miss, out of bounds hit, or serve into the net. Game will be played to 25 PTS. Must win by 2 points. Rotation. Team will rotate each time they win the serve. Players shall rotate in a clockwise manner. There shall be 4 to 6 players on each side. Basic skills. 1. Serving. The serve initiates play. While there are several different serving techniques, A. Underhand serve. B. Float serve. C. Jump serve. D. Top spin serve. 2. Passing. The pass is a method of receiving an opponent's serve and / or overhand attack. 2 popular forms of this skill. 1. The forearm pass. 2. The overhand pass. 3. Setting. When setting the ball, the goal is to position the ball in the air so that a teammate is able to easily complete an overhand attack / hit. 4. Blocking. The block is an attempt to halt an opponent's attack by jumping with the hands overhead to create a barrier at the net. The most common blocking violation is touching the net. 5. Hitting. The attack usually takes place on a team's third and final contact. Because an attacker's goal is to down the ball on the other team's side of the court, players often jump when striking the ball to increase the difficulty of receiving the hit. Volleyball terms. Base translation. An ace in volleyball occurs when a player serves the ball and it goes over the net and lands on the floor untouched by the other team. Side out translation. A side out in volleyball occurs when the team that served the ball fails to win the point on the plane, resulting in a loss of serve to the opponent. Proof translation. When a player jumps above the net to block, and blocks the ball straight down. Stuff block translation. Stuff block is when a player jumps about the height of the net, blocks the ball, and the ball goes back at the person who spiked the ball. Dig translation. When a player makes a save from a very difficult spike. Kill translation. A kill is when a team spikes the ball and it is successfully put away. Paintbrush translation. When the hitter swings and barely brushes the bottom of the ball, the ball often drops over the blockers for a kill. Six-pack translation. A six-pack occurs when a defensive player gets hit in the head or face by a spiked ball, also called a facial. Tool translation. Deliberately hitting the ball off the block for a kill. This is also called using the block for a wipe. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned something from our lesson for today.